What was the first thing that jumped to you?
Trust.
Trust. At the end of the day, whether it's an athletic team or a school team or a job, whatever team it is, trust always comes up, okay? You can look to athletics as a good guide a lot of times. There's talented teams, but if they don't trust each other, they don't achieve what they could have achieved if that key component would be there. There's others, but trust is important. What else?
Leadership.
Leadership takes strong leadership, right? Now, leadership, obviously, a lot of these are interwoven and connected, right? But good leadership. What else?
Flexible.
What's that?
Flexible.
Flexible. Can you expand on what do you mean by flexible?
If you don't happen to agree with, you might not be the only one here that disagrees with the rest of them, but you still got to buy into what they're saying and be flexible and listen to the reasoning and like that. And you got to be able to change your mind or not so set in your ways that, it's my way or the highway.
Yeah, that's good. We all have opinions and backgrounds, and nobody's ever asking somebody to change their opinion necessarily. Right. But to operate as an effective team, flexible is an interesting word, how you frame that. Give and take, right? The ability to give and take a little bit. I don't have to have it my way all the time. I have an opinion. When my opinion isn't the majority, can I still be publicly supportive, right? Which also feeds into trust. So when that doesn't happen, trust breaks down, right? So that's an effective team. Okay, what else?
Mine are a lot like his: communication, listening, and then openness to others' ideas and perspectives.
Okay, very good. Anything else?
And respect.
Respect.
Leadership and collaboration.
Right. That on any team, again, we respect the differences as we work together. Okay. What else?
Well, I think that the way that you disagree with people is really important too. Are you going to disagree with someone positively, or are you going to put them down and have a negative
that respect factor, right?
Respect.
Yeah. I think that, a lot of that's just understanding. Like I said, our ideas and how our beliefs are formulated through a period of time, right? And everybody has different ones, and so the problem is we have a lot of people on the outside not demonstrating that. When we look at our federal government or state government, we don't seem to respect each other very well if we have difference of opinions, but we need to do that at a board level to be effective. So other characteristics of an effective team. There's still a word out there that I'm trying, kind of digging for a little bit.
Unity.
What's that?
Unity.
Unity. Okay, so that's good. It's not the word, but that's great. If you're on an athletic team, you look for chemistry, right? That there has to be a sense of unity, purpose, and really what I'm after probably is a little bit in what's the title of why I'm here? Goals and expectations. And we do effective teams know where they're going. Like there's a common purpose, common language, right? We know where we want to get. If you don't really know where you're going, right? If the basketball team wants to win a state championship, all the girls, boys, whatever, buy into that common person's purpose, we can achieve greatness. But if they don't have that goal, and suddenly the goal isn't about winning the state championships, it's about, well, I want to score the most points, or I want to be the starter, even though I'm not really good. All of a sudden we have fractured goals. It can break a team down pretty good too. All right, you guys are great on that. This is kind of a little bit, I think this is a natural development too, it seems like, of what happens. This is research-based from a study actually in 1967, but still holds up today. It's called the Accent Profile, 4 Stages of Team Development. So right now, this is the stage we're on as a team. Again, I know you board members have been with each other a little bit more long, but we added a new person. So now it's a new team, right? So there's excitement, anticipation, optimism, kind of and like I said, the honeymoon period of this harmony, right? Piece of that. And so we're in a good spot. We're forming kind of what we call forming, and this flight thing we talk about, we're taking off. But what is ahead probably is some turmoil. That's the reality of it, right? That's probably coming. The turbulence of differing opinions result in conflict, competition within the team for roles, powers, ideas, and influence. Now, what the research would say on this is that may happen sooner. Sometimes it happens later, but at some point it will happen, right? All great teams go through that, okay? It's not always roses, right? But sometimes, right, great teams, when they come out of turmoil, are better because of it, right? And that's just the reality of it. I mean, most of you guys know I like to use the athletic analogies a little bit, but even on our state championship runs in Goodland, to say that this never happened would be a lie, right? Sometimes it had to happen, right, in order to achieve greatness, because what it does is it allows you to reset your ground, right, your norms, accept new members, express criticism openly, goals emerge, right? And then really what we're after is stage 4. How do we perform at an optimal level with our strengths and weaknesses and everything considered? What success look like in 12 months? I don't think I put that one on there this time. Okay, so trust. Ross brought that up as his key characteristic of great teams. Okay, so I appreciate you saying that. So on this sheet, real quick, there's 2 questions on it. What behaviors build trust? So trust is one of those words I think we like to use. I think most of us have a decent understanding of what trust means, okay? But let's talk about what behaviors can build it. So what are the actions, right, that can happen to build trust? And probably most importantly, what are the behaviors or actions that can damage it? So take a couple of minutes to reflect and write some ideas down on that, those 2 questions.